Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave, this is Quarterbash. Today we are going to do the copper count and we are going to do some customer rolled coins that I got from the bank. So here's the deal. The copper count right now is all the copper pennies, 1959 through 1982 copper, that I am saving, setting aside, and keeping a running count of. As of right now, I have 724. There's a series of other videos about this. That's how we got to this number. As I've been getting coins from the bank, I've been adding to that number as I find them. In the last 2 weeks, these are the only customer rolls I was able to get from my bank. I don't know if we're going back into a coin shortage again. Maybe. It's possible, but it also could just be that they just didn't have them when I walked in. But they've been really good about giving me coins, and yeah, and this is all I could get recently. And that's fine. I've had a lot of other stuff going on, so I haven't had a lot of time for this anyway. So it seems to work out. I do wish I had more for today, but you know what? I'm going to take what I can get. Before we get started, though, on the copper count, it's 724, but we're not going to start at that number. Hold on one quick second. All right. 2 copper pennies. 1979D, 1970D. These 2 pennies were in Michael Ann's car. Now, I thought there was going to be more. She had a big change purse that she'd been keeping in there for a long time. And we looked for it, and we couldn't find it. And I thought maybe we got car prowled. There's been a lot of that going on around here lately. I'm sure that's just another part of this whole COVID world that we're living in, that some of that has gone up. And there's been a lot of car thefts and a lot of car prowling around here lately. And I thought maybe they got into the car and got the coin purse. But it turned out that the coin bag, we'll call it a coin bag, was just in a weird part of the car. So even though I think someone did get into our car, I think they didn't find the coins, and neither did we for a while. I don't even know how it got there. They were just like down in this thing. So I was all excited. I thought there's going to be a bunch of pennies in here. And then Michael Ann told me, I don't really keep pennies. There's probably just a few. And there were 4 pennies in this bag after all that trouble. But 2 of them were copper, and she said I could have them. So that means the copper count goes to 726. Okay, so that's where we're starting. These go in. 726. Okay, but I'm going to do the copper pennies after I do the quarters. So I haven't had a chance to look at any quarters for a long time, and I have no idea what's in these. This is just 2 $10 rolls of customer rolled quarters that were brought into the bank, deposited, exchanged for cash, whatever. So I'm just going to run through these real quick and see if I find anything at all, and then we'll move on to the pennies. All right, let's do this. Okay, all right. So that's it for the quarters. Nothing special at all. No old quarters. No, there's not even one of the quarters that I look for errors, which is kind of a bummer because I like to look for the errors, but didn't find any of those ones that I normally look for. So, and no W's, no S's, nothing. So, there was something interesting though. This is not a US quarter. It's the same size, or roughly the same size. This says, I can't read that, I speak English. 25 centésimos, Puente del Rey. 2005, República de Panama. Okay. Is this a Panamanian quarter? Put it here so you can take a look at both sides of it. Yeah, that's interesting. Not a quarter, so that's kind of cool, but not what you came for. Let's move on to the pennies. All right, let's do this. Okay, so we'll take a look at these. These are my newer pennies, shield pennies. These are my, well, shield pennies and 1984s and above. These are my straight up copper pennies. I got one Canadian. It's a 1978. I've got Some 1982s to check. I've got a couple of 1983s to check. Real nice condition. Boy, wouldn't it be nice if one of those was copper. And I got this real blackened dime. I think it's a 1990. I can't even really see the date. But maybe it's even 99. Maybe it's 99. I don't know. That's a dime, though, for sure. So I made 9 cents on the pennies, at the very least. All right. We'll take a look at these, and we'll do a quick count up. See you in a minute. All right, let's check these things for copper. Let's start with the 82s. Good. Bad. Good. 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 Hey, okay, so only one of the 82s was not copper. That's cool. There's the 83s. Please let one of these be copper. We wouldn't really expect them to be, would we? Yeah. Okay. All right, so that's fine. So I'll come back and I will sum this thing up. All right, so here we are. When all was said and done, none of the 1982 pennies that I got were the small date version. It seems like all of the pennies were just standard copper pennies. None of the stuff you look for, varieties or errors, DDOs, or any of that's in there. So I got Canadian penny right here, a dime. I think this is a Panamanian 25-cent piece. I showed it earlier. And these pennies, these are what I come away from. You know what? It was $1.50 worth of pennies. And I got 26 copper pennies. I don't think that's that bad. And if I had 726 pennies and I add 26 pennies, my public school math tells me that should be 752 copper pennies. 752 is the copper count. All right. Excellent. All right. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll do some more of this soon. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get more customer pennies, but I'm going to get into my dad's coins. That's the next thing. It's pretty much got to be the next thing on my plate. Dad's coins. I think we're going to get a lot more copper out of that one. All right. Thank you all. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.